Hey guys, this is What If Guy here, and I'm going to make another video. This video is going to be what if Deku had a time-stopping quirk, and his quirk stops the whole world. I'm not going to give him like some people have done it. His quirk only just stops our area and has a time limit. In my what if, Deku's going to be OPAF. His quirk doesn't have a bubble; it stops the whole world. And he has unlimited time. He has how much time ever he wants. So let's begin with the what if. So how the what if starts? It starts off when Deku is born. Everything goes the same until he's 4 years old. And when he's 4 years old, all of a sudden everything stops. Everything everything stops, and Deku realizes that that's his quirk. And when he resumes everything, and then just had to see for a moment. And when he resumes everything, he goes home and tells his mom that he got his quirk, and they go to the quirk doctor and see that the quirk doctor tells he's not the quirk doctor from the anime, because he's the doctor for One for All, and they would steal his quirk. So yeah, the doctor tells that Izuku has a time-stopping quirk, and that his quirk is very powerful, that he has how much ever time he wants, and they don't know the capability of how long the bubble is. They think it's a bubble, but they have no idea how strong his quirk is really be, my man. So Bakugo does not bully him. Nobody bullies him, and even if they try to bully him, Deku just stops times. And they hit him. He hits them when time stops, and when he continues time, they're like all of a sudden 50 punch hit them. Like when Saitama does consecutive normal punches, it's like that, but without the power, just the punches, normal punches, and then they just feel all of them all of a sudden, and they get hit. So this is the last day of middle school, and Deku usually stops time when he goes somewhere. So when class ends, he stops time and goes home. Sludge villain accident doesn't happen. All Might catches a sludge villain, and yeah. So this in the 10 months training, Deku is trying to get stronger, because when he stops time, just because he can stop time doesn't mean he's that strong. So he trains his physical body. So now this is the entrance exam to UA. So when Deku goes to UA, he does not trip because he has confidence. He does not mute the Raka, and he does not mumble. And either still calls up. I'm just going to say, I said it on my last video too, but Bug goes only right on one thing: that the middle school, or he either was born with a stick up his private parts, or his rear end, if you call it. So now starts the exam, and if you ask me how he destroys robot, well, that was really easy. He stops time and keeps punching on one place of the robot, keeps punching, and it comes and he punches all the robots. When I say all the robots from his exam area. I don't know how many robots there were, but now I know that there was a whole lot of robots. And when he resumes time, it's like all of them were smashed by 3% of All Might's punch. Not All Might's Deku's punch. And if you think 3% is little, in the beginning of the anime, not in the beginning, in the anime, when Deku jumped him and punched that robot, that wasn't 100%. That just was a 5% punch. Just think 2% a little more there, and then you understand how powerful. And if you ask how powerful, because he hits one place and time is stopped, all the impact from every last punch hits in one punch. So then the zero pointer come, and everybody is like, there's no points, and they stop the whole exam because there's no points more. And they say to all the people in, what area was he, a B or A? They said that all of those people need to come 1 week later to retake the exam, and because of that, it takes them 3 more weeks. And in those 3 weeks, Deku trains his body more. And after those 3 weeks, this is the first day of UA. So Deku goes to UA, and when Deku's at UA, so when Deku's UA, when he opens the door, he sees either no. When he opens the door, he sees them fighting, but Deku has time stop because he goes everywhere time stop. So Deku goes and sits and resumes time. For him, he is like to walk from home to the to his classroom, but for everybody else, it looked like he teleported. And that was because everybody was about to ask what Deku's quirk is, but then Aizawa woke up and said, "Everyone, you make too much noise. You have 8 seconds to shut up. Okay, we're going to do an exam." And they say, "Come on, an exam on the first day," and we have I for I just forget what is it? Rotate? No, not rotation. I just forgot it. So they do the exam. So when the exam starts, it's the ball throw. Aizawa throws the ball at Deku because he obviously got the first place. And when Deku thinks how he can do it, he does the same thing what he did with the robots, but he stops time. He puts the ball right in front of him and starts punching the living HA double hockey sticks out of the ball. He punches it about 1,000 times, and that's another 5. This time it's a 5% punch, and that 5% punch gets it over 1,521 meters. But he's still the second place because Uraka Infinity can beat Infinity. Next is the speed test. He easily gets there in 0 seconds actually. Not in like 0.1 0.0001 second. He gets there in 0 seconds. So now is the strength test. He gets in that second because of that sugar guy or whatever. So Deku, when he goes to and the side steps, I don't know if this is possible, but he stops time and goes over the 1,000 times. I don't know if that's possible, but when he continues time, it says that he got over it 1,000 times, and now it's the long jump. So this time, what Deku does is actually pretty funny. He actually stops time and just walks to the other side of the thing, and he resumes time, and he says that he jumped, and Aizawa believes him, but this is it's really funny that they think that he jumped, but he really just walked. So this is it all. Deku second on this again because Uraka would get infinity, Bakugo would get not infinity because his hands start to hurt when he uses too much of his explosion, and he runs out of sweat, so it's not infinity. So this is over. Every takeover is the president does not give up because he's confident. Momo is the vice president, so blah blah blah. So now we go to USJ. So when the villains attack, well, they are flipped up because the second Deku sees all the villains, he stops time and hits them all in the neck. He does not crack them. Of course not. He doesn't want to be a killer. He just knocks them out and resumes time. Even Shigaraki is knocked out, if you want to know. So but he got Kurogiri in a handhold. So all the villains are knocked up, even Shigaraki. So when all no Kurogiri wiggles out of Nomu's grasp and summons the Nomu. And Deku this time stops time and punches Nomu 1,000 times, giving it a 5% punch with the absolutely absolutely nothing. Why, you might ask? That that flipper stood all my punches at 100%, over 100% without any scratch. So Deku realized that he has a shock absorption quirk. Not the shock doesn't he doesn't know that he has especially shock absorption quirk, but that he has a defensive quirk. So this is when Deku gets out the samurai sword. Yeah, you heard me right. And he starts cutting up the normal. And he cuts the normal's arms off. And when Deku resumes time again, the normal starts regenerating. So Deku then realized that that's not human because it has more than 3 quirks. And Deku stops time again and stabs the normal in the brain. That kills it. Why? Because when the brain's dead, there's nothing to activate the quirk, and the healing quirk does not activate. So that's the normal. When all the heroes get there, Aizawa is not damaged in any kind of way. So after all the heroes get there and arrest the villains, and this is a USJ. This is part 1. I hope you liked it, guys, and I see you in the next video. This is What If Guy. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, my lovers.